Forever. Dog.
I think I'm cute enough
You're
for
absolutely
people
cute enough.
not to say that. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, there's a level of cuteness.
Bro, Schnookums, you are such a cute little cutie pie. I can't
I
believe
like the direction that this is taking.
I can't believe that was said about you.
Alayna, do you have anything to say?
I'm trying to eat before we record so that you don't.
And I'm just trying not to say anything.
I'm literally.
Honestly.
I'm actively.
It's a good mic, Mac. I don't know what you want me to say. It's a quality mic. It's picking up every little slip, slap, slop that's happening inside your little face hole. What, Mac? What's that face?
Oh no, I'm chewing.
Oh. You just...
Wow, Alayna, you have trauma.
What's the trauma?
Just Mac had her hand over her mouth and I assumed something was horribly wrong when in fact she was just trying to cover up her chewing sounds.
It's anxiety. You have anxiety.
Yeah. Which is like, it's a lot better. So that's
good.
Oh, woohoo.
Yeah.
Bubba, can you take this? I don't have any more.
Bubba?
Thank
This is
you.
disgusting.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is. Okay, can I tell you guys my gay PDA theory?
Please don't
Yes.
Bubba bash.
Yes.
PETA, I'm gonna Bubba bash.
Okay, baby bear. We're gonna bubby bash if we want to.
Bubby.
Baby bubby bear.
Bubby.
Bubby.
Mac's girlfriend just turned into a Jewish grandmother. We don't Bubby bash here. Let me tell you about my theories on PDA.
Yes,
and
please. I actually would love to hear
PD
this.
gay.
I actually for once
people-
would love to hear this.
What the fuck is your problem?
Damn, Alayna.
What the fuck is where
Did you have a
that
sugary
come
breakfast?
from?
Are you crashing right now?
No.
What is going on? Wow, Alayna. Really coming off that pedestal right now. I thought you were perfect.
Oh, we've lost Ashley.
Oh, okay, you lost her too. Sometimes
Oh,
one of you guys just
no.
goes out and I...
No. Fuck
Oh,
you
no.
guys.
Where's
Dude,
Ashley?
it's not that.
We lost Ashley. She's gone.
You just responded to me. This is your problem. You guys, my performance is so
Matt,
good
Can you hear Ashley?
that you
Where'd
guys.
she go?
Oh, no,
Oh,
I can't hear
no.
Ashley.
Ashley? Oh, Ashley, are you
Uh.
here? Is Ashley in the room with us right now? We'll have to do the rest of the episode without her. Where could she be?
Do you guys? How far in advance? You just stopped to listen to me. How far in advance do you guys plan these? Like,
No, this
I
was
lost
the first
Mac
time,
for real.
and we planned nothing.
but Mac's back. Okay, can I talk about PD Gay now?
Yes,
please.
please, for real.
And Alayna obviously doesn't want to hear any of this.
No, I
I don't
really
wanna
do
hear
actually.
any of this.
No, I actually really do. I'm very
So
interested.
this might not be true for a future generation of gays, but at least for gays of the past, like me, old, ancient, dead gays, we couldn't come out in
Millennial
high
gays?
school. Millennial gays. So we couldn't
You're
come
a
out in
millennial,
high school.
right, Ashley? Yeah, obviously.
What the fuck kind of cool? Like I'm Gen X? What is your problem?
I don't know. I
Alayna?
actually
you
don't
are
know. I don't know
really
what the
roasting me to
numbers are.
a
No, that
crisp.
was-
You're Chris. I am just burnt on that, and I have more roasting to come. Maybe I'll put that on a different. Someone left me maybe unintentionally the meanest comment I've ever read in my life. Like it is
the beep
truly.
Fulton looked at the camera and went,
Fulton. He's like, seriously, this was a beep boop. To end all beep boops. Okay, PDA,
PDA.
then beep boop.
We can't come out in high school. So when all the other kids are being disgusting, grinding on each other at the lunch table, making out, slobbering all over each other, we can't do that. So then when we come out in our 20s, and we have to go through our adolescence in terms of PDA, and so we never stop touching each other. And it makes me homophobic to see two adults. It makes me homophobic to see two adults behaving as teenagers in public. And I understand that it's not their fault really that they have to catch up.
Yeah.
It's a product of society, but it still makes me want to be like, we shouldn't get married. We don't deserve it. We are rubbing it in people's faces. So that is my thought on PD gay. And what are your guys' thoughts on PD gay?
No, I'm with you on that. I think that's probably true. If I think about my own life, it's not so much that I feel like I'm like catching up on an adolescence, which I do feel that way, but specifically regarding PD gay.
Yeah.
I think
that's a technical term, PD gay.
Now I'm like, oh, I like enjoy this touch and I want to be touching you all the time. So it's like not only making up for an adolescence where you got to get that like hormonal stuff out of your system, but it's making up for like years of
fuck you, Ashley.
Not fuck me. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Wait, Alayna.
Okay, time out.
Funny.
Where's the line? Like, where is this PD gay line?
Yeah.
Like, is
where's
it
the
where
line?
do you go from like full
like? Is it like
homophobe?
nuzzling noses? Is it holding hands? Is it like
holding hands
hugging?
is fine. Anything beyond that is disturbing.
Yeah, and the fact, Mac, that you like started with nuzzling.
It's also
I knew you were gonna say that.
nuzzling
I knew you were gonna say
Nuzzling
that.
noses is actually the most repugnant thing I've ever heard in my entire
that's
life.
like to the other end of the spectrum.
I'm not out here nuzzling. Okay, I want it on the
Yes,
record.
you are.
As if
I am not out here nuzzling.
you have nuzzled noses.
I can see the
More?
friction on your nose right now. You have been nose trimming all morning. You've been nuzzling at the coffee shop so intensely.
It's not even. It's a callus by this
Listen,
point.
Yeah, it's a
somebody's
callus.
got to
That's funny. That's
represent
some
the
bouldering.
nuzzlers. Somebody has to do it. Might as well be me.
Gross.
Gross.
It is gross. I never said it wasn't, but I love my girlfriend, and I'm gonna be selfish.
You rarely see, when I go to comedy shows, you rarely see any touching between couples. Ever. Maybe there's a hand on a leg, but when under the table between straight couples. With gay couples, I see full leg over leg. I see leg over leg.
Yeah.
I see borderline scissoring at the comedy club.
Look,
And it's many. It's
I
many.
like a head on a shoulder. That's my thing I've discovered that I now like.
Yes.
I'll
No,
do a head
okay,
on a
I
shoulder.
like that, but the reverse. I like having her head on my shoulder, and then she,
Okay.
like, wraps around my arm.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's, like, the cutest shit you'll ever
Okay,
see.
this
It's
is
You're
so
rapping
cute.
in public?
Yes,
Your body
actually,
rapping?
This is funny that we're talking about this because last week I was at this like film thing and with my girlfriend and I was wrapped. We were rapping. I was wrapped. I was nuzzled. I was in the little nook while we're like watching this movie. And I looked around and realized that like nobody else was touching that much.
Yeah.
Like I actually thought about it for a second because I was like, oh, is this like PDA?
It's not confirmation bias. It's absolutely PD gay.
Okay,
It's
I
rampant.
actually, this just made me think of
gay?
a story, which also could be my potential update for the day. But it's
Okay.
kind of sad.
And I would like to say, I know I've been roasting everybody, but Jen is physical touch. That's like her only love language. It's physical touch 100%. So I am also, unfortunately, participating in PD gay.
Yeah,
I am.
actually, you saying this stuff, this roast is not your personal partaking. We know what you look like out in public with Jen. I know. I bet you've nuzzled. I bet you've done it.
Guys, when no one's looking, we have a game that oh man, am I going to say this?
Yes, you're gonna say it. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us.
When no one's looking, we have a game.
We have a game.
Can we guess the game? Wait, can we guess the game?
Yeah,
When
you
no
can guess
one's
the game.
looking.
Is
you
it counting
see
shoulders?
How disgusting you can be. No, it's can we
It's more specific than that.
Can I be a bottom when no one's looking?
Can I take one up the puss when no one's looking? Do you know how crazy that is?
You're like, can we have public sex? That's our game.
No. The game is whether or not
Why
we
is
can
the game
squeeze
just
in.
a question?
Now,
Is it a
Jen
game or is it just an
No,
inquiry?
listen, I love Jen. She is beautiful and perfect, and I don't really have like a super physical type when it comes to something that I'm about to discuss. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
Jen's upper region, I would say, is on the more perky, petite side of the spectrum.
Oh,
her upper
You are being
region.
so weird.
Sorry, are you talking like her shoulders,
Bro.
her ears?
Yeah, she's got super perky shoulders, Alayna. You guys have the perkiest shoulders you've ever seen. Oh man, you have no idea where her or whatever. Okay, but
Perky little shoulders. She's got calluses on her shoulders.
she is a smaller breasticle, if you will, and I.
No.
All right, bro.
No.
I can't believe you make fun of the way I talk on this podcast.
Just say
I
chest.
can't.
Just say
I
chest.
can't. It's not chest, and you know it. And I'm trying to be appropriate, okay? By
Okay,
being
you're doing so
inappropriate.
good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're
Do
doing
you
so
understand
good.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm trying to be
her
so
upper-
silly.
Yes, her upper area is little petite.
I sometimes will, because it is less noticeable due to what I've described, I will sometimes try to sneak in a booby honk when no one's looking.
Wait,
If I
and
have my
you're
arm around
saying-
her,
Sorry,
if I have
and
my
you're
arm,
saying
yes,
Wow, that's
I know,
bold.
that her having a smaller chest has something to do with the
Yeah, the
efficacy
two
of
are-
this game. That
there's
is
no
completely
correlation.
unrelated.
Oh
If you
my
wanna
God,
honk,
you guys
you're
are
gonna honk.
so no, you're so wrong about this, because when I have my arm around her, my hand fully covers the region, and then it's really just a very slight it's just slight, whereas if it were rather than a full cupping, you see what I'm saying? This is a full
Yeah.
cupping. This is
Right.
like palming a basketball.
Yeah, but I guess I'm like, if someone had a large chest, you have your arm around them, like small chest. Okay, let's imagine this. They can see it in the camera. You guys can't quite see it, but if you got your arm around small chest, okay, it's like this. Large chest, it's like this. Equal
She's so
honk.
right. Like, is it team ass grab when no one's looking, or team honk when no one's
Oh,
looking?
we play that game too. I believe ass grab is far more normal.
Because I'm gonna get a little squeeze
but
in the
normal,
lower
yeah, you got
region.
it. Everybody's getting a squeeze in the lower region.
Mac, what's your girlfriend's lower region like in immature terms? Would you say petite? Perky?
I would say it's fucking awesome, bro. Probably. To put it lightly, bro. I would, yeah.
The lower region in my current experience, the lower region really has done a land grab. It's taken a lot of territory compared
true.
to the upper region, which seems to be less
Accepted?
not
The
accepted.
eyes.
They're accepted.
I
More
think
than
my
accepted, they're
girlfriend grabs my
celebrated.
ass more than I grab her ass. I'm realizing in this conversation. My girlfriend loves my butt, but not because it's like a good butt, but because it's like
It's
a
your
boy
butt.
Right.
Like it's like a small, like, there's not much going on back there. And there
Yeah.
probably never will be. But she's just like, I'm so cute. And so she
Okay.
like
You're not doing
grabs
squats, Mac?
more. I am. It
No-
just doesn't seem
no
to,
leg day.
nothing seems to accelerate back there. I don't.
There's no growth.
You need more.
I don't
protein.
know. Probably, but if I said that to her one more time, then I already say it during the day, she would probably like divorce me.
Do you ever? When I started watching the WNBA games, Jen fully was like, "Look, one of the perks of dating a woman is that I never have to have conversations about sports." Does your girlfriend ever do that with you about working out and like protein and weightlifting and stuff?
No, because I like talking about it, so she just like, whether she's interested or not, she appears to be interested, whether it's for my own good or just because she loves me.
I bet
She
she's
sits there and
interested.
listens.
I bet she's interested.
I think she is. Sometimes she like wants to come with me, and like I've never asked her to do that. She'll just be like, "I want to come with you to the gym," and I'm like, "Okay, this is cute."
Exactly.
She's watching you work out. What is
yeah,
your
occasionally.
problem?
Well, we rock climb together, so like that's probably
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. My girlfriend's got a good butt.
Wow,
was
you've
about
been
to
sitting
ask.
on that, no pun intended, no, for a long time.
I've been thinking about it this whole conversation.
Yeah, I could almost see it
whole
on your face.
conversation.
The whole time I was like, what is Alayna thinking right now?
I'm thinking about my girlfriend's butt.
That's
it's
it.
just one of the. Well, okay, no.
Oh.
There's something to. How do I?
You're doing the immature thing and you don't even know it, but it's like
No,
the
it's
cutest
not
thing
about-
ever.
It's not about immature. Like, which if it is, that's fine. But
Don't lie,
it's-
Elena.
No, it's more that like I'm trying to. She's a very private person, and so I'm always.
And she
trying to be
doesn't
very
want the world
careful.
to know she's got a fat ass. She doesn't want the
No,
world to know how
Ashley!
thick that she's got the
Ashley!
thicky thick.
Ashley, stop it. No, I'll speak generally. There's like so much. I find so much joy.
You'll speak generally
I'll speak
about your
generally.
girlfriend's
No,
ass.
it's
I would
general.
love to hear. I would love to hear how you approach this in a general way.
Because it's not.
Asses,
I'm not just talking.
when
I'm not
I've
just
been
talking
dating
about
them
butts.
monogamously,
Stop it. I'm not just talking about butts. I mean generally. There's like
Boobies
I've talked
too?
about this before. Oh my god, both of you, stop it.
Okay,
There's
I'm done. I'm listening.
something
I have my listening ears
beautiful-
on.
There's something beautiful about dating a woman or like dating somebody where you get to see things that like the hair. We've talked about the hair before, right? You've got the hair up lesbians and the hair down lesbians. You date a hair up lesbian, right? Who like wears a bun or whatever, always has their hair in a hat or something. And then you're
mask.
the one that
Just
gets
say
to
it,
see,
Elena.
You're the one that gets to
Now
see
you're
the
dancing
hair
around
down?
gender. Now you're dancing around gender. You are like, I got a mask with an ass. That's what you're saying. You got a mask with an ass, and no one knows about the ass but you. That's what you're fucking saying. I don't care. You're not saying it. You're not saying it. I'm saying it.
I'm sweating. My knees, behind my knees is sweating.
Danny, do not let Elena cut this. It is magic.
Audience member, are you hearing this? 'Cause
Neither confirm
please
nor
know
deny.
that I tried to cut it.
Audience member, are you a mask with an ass? Right in.
Audience member, write in. Does your mask have an ass? How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel joy because no one else gets to experience that ass the way you do?
Oh my god, please stop.
I can feel the
Wow.
beep boop. Ashley is harassing Elena
No,
and
you're
pressuring
not
Elena
no.
into talking about her mask with an ass and whether or not Elena wants to reveal the glory of a more masculine booty. That's up to Elena.
I just love women.
Oh, yes, finally. Something I can get behind. Something else I can get behind.
So sweaty now. Oh no.
No, go on,
Oh,
Elena. You
no.
were saying something really sweet, actually.
That's it. I think I said it. Just that like to
No,
see
you
when
didn't
you're
say
the
it.
one.
You get this. You get to be a person who sees this maybe
Yeah,
alternate
like the
side.
person, yes, when they take their hair
Yeah.
down and you're like,
For me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's cute.
you know?
I wonder if Jen feels that way about me.
I bet because it's like, especially I would guess when you have someone who has like an internet personality, it almost would probably add a layer that she gets to see sides of you that like nobody else knows. She gets to see.
Yeah, I
your-
think so.
she gets to see you making yourself flower bouquets every week.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I do think she likes that about me. But I also know that she knows that side of me more than the other side of me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when we started dating, it was right around the pandemic. So, like, she definitely, whenever we do anything together to make content, which is very rare because couples content is death. For some people, fine, if that's what you want to do. For me, it's death. For me, I don't. If I post something with Jen, it's because we so organically wanted to post it, you know? But we don't make a lot of
Dangerous
couples
road
content.
to go down.
It is a day. It's a slippery slope. And then all of a sudden you've got 5 kids because you need the views. When I turn it on, she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, I
Right.
forgot that there is this other person. So that's why it's really hard when people are, That's why it's
Yeah.
really hard, because you're like, oh man, you really don't know how much of this is a performance. And I know that might be hard to hear because you guys do it so differently than I do.
I was just thinking that like, yeah.
Oh, the intro, the podcast, where we are.
Oh, and who we are, and what we had for dinner the past 2 weeks. My God.
Oh my God, I am hungry. Let me tell you,
We are starving.
we are
Oh my
starving.
God.
We are
have
your
never
chosen
so
family.
hungry.
And
Yep.
we're starving.
And we're starving. I'm your
And we're
dad,
starving.
Ashley Gavin.
I'm your mom, Alayna Joy.
I'm your hot teenage brother, Mac INGEMI.
Mac is baby. She
Baby.
needs us to feed.
Mac
And every
is
week we
Bieber today
gather.
and cannot
Shut
fix
the
it.
fuck up. I don't know why I went into that. We're sitting around. Daddy's mad. Daddy came home from a long trip to the store, and Daddy's angry.
Yes.
And we're sitting. I know what we ate for dinner tonight. I'm gonna say it right now, so no one beats me to it. Ass. Okay. Every week we sit down around the family dinner table, and we talk as a family, because we're your chosen family, because you don't have a family, because you're morally wrong and your family abandoned you for that. You're ethically wrong. I don't care if you're straight or gay.
It just
Take
keeps
it further
getting
every
worse.
You're a sinner. You're a sinner. You've sinned.
No, and
the
we
only
love
ones
you.
who love you now are Jesus and the church, and we are your
No.
church, because we're your chosen family.
Oh, we're your church.
Thanks for
That's
joining
new.
us. Patreon.com/chosen family
Family
podcast. We will prioritize your questions if you're on the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And you get bonus episodes. Thanks for being here. If you're already on the Patreon, I love you and you're going to heaven. And if you're not on the Patreon, you are going to burn in hell.
This is just like regular church.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Good
like
intro.
regular church.
Okay, but we also, before we continue, the beep boop, Ashley, you said that you saw an unintentionally.
Oh my God. Do you guys want to hear the funniest beep boop of all
I do.
time?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to read it verbatim.
I'm ready.
Jen was on an episode of the other podcast that we shan't name. We're having gay sex.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. And here's what someone commented about Jen. See, this is the kind of relationship I've been looking for my whole life. Sweet start. A super pretty femme who's kind and sweet, who's out of my league physically, but loves me mainly for my funny personality and doesn't care too much about my looks. How do I find myself a Jen?
Oh no. Oh no, it just got worse and worse. It just got worse and worse.
I've never heard something start so far one way and slip so far the other way. That was diabolical.
I know Jen is out of my league. I know that.
Holy shit.
But, like, I think I'm cute enough
You're
for
absolutely
people
cute enough.
not to say that. Do you know what I'm
Bro.
saying?
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, there's a level of
Schnookums.
cuteness.
You are
Wait,
you
sorry.
are such a cute little cutie pie. I can't
Okay, I like
believe
the direction that this is taking.
I can't believe
Okay.
that was said about you.
Alayna,
I don't
do you have
usually
anything to
speak
say?
to you like this.
I have Ashley, wait. Okay, say something nice about me. Just anything nice.
You're perfect
Tank
in
top.
every way, and I love you.
Oh, Ashley. Oh my god, Ashley.
Sorry.
Stop. Ash, oh my god.
I like that Max said tank top.
Yeah. Did I freeze? Did someone freeze?
We were waiting for
No.
you to say something
We're
nice,
waiting for you to
Ashley.
respond.
It's your turn.
Oh, I did. No, I did respond. My response was because last time you liked it so much when I got
Oh,
flustered.
yeah,
So
true.
my response
Oh.
was, oh my god, Ashley.
Yeah, that's nice.
Stop it. Come
Thank
from
you.
you, Ashley.
Okay, should we take questions?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. This one's interesting. How do you feel about the cis-het community using gay language? A prominent example would be words like partner.
Partner.
And
yeah.
would be how words like partner have become mainstream.
And chosen family.
Oh,
I hear a
that's
lot
interesting.
more people saying chosen family now. I wonder if we have anything
Yep.
to do with that.
Chosen
But
family.
I've been hearing it a lot lately.
That's true. I have. Yeah, I've also heard that in the kind of straight.
It's
cis-het
probably
community.
just our algorithms.
No, it's like
No, I've heard it in real life.
Yeah, it's like people now, non-queer people,
Mac,
talking
I'm a
about
millennial,
how you can
so
have a
I
chosen
speak
family.
to people in the world. I have conversations.
Do what?
A random person sat down at my brunch table with me and Jen and we had finished our meal together the other day. And I was like, this is so cool. This is
that
what
normal?
life used.
Wait, what?
I
Someone just sat
guarantee-
down
yeah.
with you at your table?
Yeah, because, well, it's a long story, so I'm not going to get into it. But, like, I made a
Okay.
new friend at brunch, and I was like, this is what life used to be. Randoms talking to each other, making friends without it being considered
rat.
a social faux pas.
Yep.
That,
Yeah, I don't know. I think,
well, here's my thought,
yeah.
okay? I don't like it because, not because, first of all, I don't think it's appropriation because no one's profiting off of this yet. And I'm not even sure people even really know what they're doing. And I feel like, well, no, that's not necessarily true. But I don't think anyone's profiting off of it. I think there are parts of queer culture that people profit off of. And I do think some of those pieces are actually kind of racial, but it's all gotten lost in the sauce of everything. Honestly, some of it's good. Some of it is good because partner in outside of the gay world is sort of deconstructing gender and sort of heteronormative standards around marriage and yada, yada, yada. So I actually think some of it is good. But then there's a homophobic part of me that when I hear straight people say partner, I think, ew, gay. I don't like that.
See, and I almost have the opposite reaction where I'm like, sometimes when I hear, I like partner. One part of me likes that partner has kind of been taken over because it allows me a way to talk about my partner with people that maybe I don't necessarily know or don't necessarily feel comfortable coming out.
You don't have to commit to coming out. Yeah.
Exactly. I can just say partner and then I'm still being true to myself, but also not needing to have a conversation I don't necessarily want to have. But at the same time, sometimes when I hear straight people say partner, I have a little like, give that back. Stop it.
Yeah, I think, you know what?
I've never had that because I've never had a straight person like say it to me, like to my
Well, they
like,
do
my
say
partner.
it, but they go, howdy, partner.
I was about to say, with my country roots, I love hearing people say partner. It's truly fantastic.
I think in order for it to work, it needs to be the most straight people on the planet. It needs to be the girls who are having the huge bachelorette parties in Nashville on the pedal thing, and they're all wearing the boots, and the guys who go hunting. They need to say partner, because then they're creating a safe space for queer people. But when it's my very straight, queer-coded friend from Bushwick with blue hair, that is appropriation.
It's confusing.
You just want to feel gay. You just want to feel interesting. But you're not interesting. You're still straight.
I also used to love partner when I was in a straight passing relationship and thought I was bi. I loved partner because I hated people knowing that I had a boyfriend. I didn't want them to know that, so I would use partner to like hope that they maybe thought I was gay.
So you are the
love
people that
hearing
Ashley
you.
hates.
Yeah, you're the people. You're the people. To bisexuals who want to feel connected to the queer community, say whatever you want. I will have sex with you. I love bisexual women. Bisexual people.
It comes out in one breath. Is my favorite thing about it.
She's practiced. She's practiced.
Morning mantras in the mirror. I love bisexual women. I will have sex with
I
them.
have sex with them.
That's not my mantra, bitch. I fucked the bisexual woman last night. That's Jen. All right.
That's not my mantra. That's Jen.
I'm practicing.
And then I also, when I think about the term chosen family, I feel like the people who are using it, I feel like anybody who has some sort of trauma or non-acceptance from their own family, like the idea, if they're just learning about the idea of a chosen family, whether you're queer or not, like that's a beautiful thing, you know? So I don't feel I don't know. I guess I'm like, yeah, okay, it's queer coded for the most part, but for if you've got difficult family life and finding the idea of a chosen family brings some like peace and into your life, like that's great, I think.
What are other like examples of language that this person would be talking about? Because partner, chosen family.
I think using they, them as default.
They, them.
As default. I think that's one possible example.
But that again, I would argue that's a great one. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one
that
where
one
we
is
haven't really
tough.
Stuck the landing with what is the correct thing to do. Because, you know, I don't love being they, them, and I know there are definitely people in the trans community that don't love being they, them.
If I don't know, I try to say this person or like their name, but it's so weird because I feel like the default in my brain, if I don't know somebody, is to say they, them, but like I also realized that's not correct. Like somebody that doesn't identify as they, them doesn't want to be they, them. If
you're truly doing it for the most femmes of femmes and masks of masks, but I feel like most people are doing it for people like me with a backwards hat on. You know what I mean? Like I really think, I think that's where more of it is.
Well, and that's where I guess I'm hoping we move in the direction of just like the go-to for anybody would be they, them until you like hear what somebody else uses or like hear how they identify themselves.
Alayna, do you find that with your girlfriend, people use they, them, and then they see the thick ass and then they make another choice?
Ashley.
No, not at all. And like,
oh, okay.
She's not. You're
Sorry,
also, like,
I just thought possibly.
No, but like you also say mask. Like she's not.
She's athlete. Am I right?
She's an athlete. She's not. I wouldn't say she's mask necessarily.
There's
she's
mask, femme,
athletic.
and then athletic.
Yeah, and like she has the cutest little dimples. That is. Oh, hi, Fulton. Hello.
Fulton is a menace. Fulton the freak. Fulton comes on screen at the funniest moment.
Directly into the
Here,
camera.
Can I do my Fulton impression for you guys?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Like we just see the corner of his face popping in.
He is concerned though. When he pops into frame, like something's going on in the mind. That is hilarious.
He's the best. He's the podcat. It's Fulton the podcat.
Yeah, the
He is the
podcat.
king.
He's the king. I love him so much.
I think there's also a different side of this question that Ashley you touched on. Oh, look at him. That's like language that's been taken and kind of made mainstream that comes from predominantly drag culture.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
And
Slay.
that feels different, but it's
Absolutely.
so it's pervasive.
Yeah.
I was talking with Jen about something very specific that comes from drag culture, and therefore, honestly, it comes from black culture.
Exactly.
The other day, but it's so I can't help but as an elderly, ancient, decrepit millennial.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I got
Same.
elderly, ancient, decrepit, millennial.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Same.
Did I miss anything?
So I see some of this like language and gesture and yada 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 happening in the real world among younger people, and
Yeah.
I know how old I sound saying that. At what point, and this is really the question I think the person is asking, at what point does it veer from like being inappropriate into being just a part of the culture, like the word cool, which definitely started as slang and now, you know, is just a part of the culture. Because for me as a millennial who gets rocked by Gen Z every fucking day on the internet, I'm like, you guys are being kind of racist right now. And you don't even know that you're being racist because it's like just because I don't know, but because it moves so
Yes.
fast.
Well, and okay,
it
so here's
moves
yes.
so fast on TikTok. Like it's
It moves
really
so
like
fast.
that.
Yeah. Here, I have a question, and maybe Mac, you can help with this. So, Kate, I saw this on TikTok the other day, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Mac, maybe you can help. So, a video came on my For You page, and it was a woman with dreads, with white dreads, white woman dreads, and she's like singing this song, and I was like, white dreads, and she's singing her little song, and in the song, she says something about smudging for purity, whatever, something, singing. I go in the comments because I'm like, white dreads.
Yeah.
Not a single comment about white dreads. All the comments were about smudging and how smudging is appropriation from indigenous cultures. We're not, you're not supposed to use sage, white sage, because it's like going, not extinct, but I don't know what the word is. There's like a shortage of it because white people have started using sage for everything, and so all the comments, which is like I've heard this before, people were upset about a white woman talking about saging or smudging.
So wait, sorry, is saging smudging?
Yes, I don't think it's called saging. I think I misspoke. But you use sage bundled up, and then you smudge, which is like a cleansing ritual
Okay, I understand.
that comes from indigenous cultures.
Okay.
She's not using it in the video, right? She has not
No.
purchased sage. She's not using it. Great. Keep going.
But she's singing about it in the song, so clearly this is like something she does. The only comments about her hair were people saying, hair tutorial, we need a hair tutorial, how do you do your hair tutorial, and I was like, wait a minute, are we not mad about white dreads anymore? Are we only mad about smudging? Not to try and say like one is worse or better than the other, or we only can pick one thing to be mad
It's
about.
just selective outrage. It's like whatever's cool to hate on in that moment, and which
was
one is actually doing
confusing.
more damage, and
Yeah.
what is actually even what needs to be said, and how much does this person need to be bullied as opposed to just like receive a DM that's like, hey, just an FYI about dreads or yada yada. Because I've talked about, I've never purchased sage in my life. I have used sage as a reference point for queer culture, and joked about
Oh, right. Yeah.
because it is appropriate. It is a weird, like, it's weird. I think it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of problems with sort of spirituality culture. And it comes up in my comedy
And
quite a bit.
capitalism.
Yeah, yes. And I have gotten hate. I got a hateful email about sage because I spoke about sage satirically. And they were like, you shouldn't promote the use of sage. I was like, I'm not promoting the use of sage, you piece of shit. I'm making fun of it. So it's just this whole thing, the selective outrage of all of it. And then meanwhile, we're appropriating in other ways. It's crazy.
I mean, I think I don't know. The thing that I was confused by was I couldn't believe there wasn't a single comment about the dreads. And I guess my question is like, is that something that your generation, Mac, is aware of and still understanding as appropriation? Or is that like...
I thought
Okay.
that was a no-no. So I'm
Yeah.
just as confused as you are. Like, I haven't seen the
Okay.
video, so I don't know.
I think it is. I'm pretty 100% confident that's a no-no. But then, there's more interesting conversation to be had here. Because then I was Googling, because I was trying to figure out, hold on, I thought maybe some sort of perception had shifted or something had, I don't know. I was like, this is very bizarre. So I was Googling, reading about it, and I saw a lot of discussion boards, because I was then reading about smudging and sage, and there were these discussion boards where people who were self-identifying as indigenous, so it's the internet, who knows how real that was, but people self-identifying as indigenous and saying, no, I have no issue with this. There was one quote that I remember where someone wrote, my ancestors are not stingy. Like, my ancestors celebrate anybody learning about our culture and discovering these practices. I love sharing this stuff, but I guess that's a conversation for any sort of appropriation. I don't really have a point here. I'm just...
Well, you know what? Honestly, I think it was. Like, this sounds so bizarre to say, but the TikTok algorithm, I feel like, is so direct almost that, like, it could have just been the side of TikTok that ended up on. Like, sometimes you see queer creators post and they're like, my last couple videos have ended up on the wrong side of TikTok. Like, if you're queer, please help the algorithm get this back onto queer TikTok.
Yeah.
Which sounds so bizarre when you say it out loud, because it's like, are there really that divided of areas on the internet? But you see videos where you go through the comments and you're like, this just ended up somewhere horrible. Like, the people that are seeing this are just shitting on this 10-year-old boy that's singing a song, or like something stupid like that. But it could just be something like that.
It's really interesting because, well, now we're talking about selective outrage and what's really appropriation and what amount of punishment is correct and in being informative rather than being bullying, like stuff like that. But like, people are really reinforced because they'll end up in a bubble with these algorithms where everybody thinks this is the worst thing that's ever happened. And then in your mind, you're like, oh, this is a huge problem.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not
really,
saying that I want to be clear that I'm
speaking
saying
generally
that smudging or that using sage is something appropriate for white people to do. I'm not saying that. I'm just reading different perspectives, and my surprise was that there was zero conversation around the white dreads. Not that
because you weren't on white dreads outrage algorithm. You were on smudging outrage.
But I just thought that was like a universal outrage at this point. Like, I just thought we were past white dreads being like a selective issue.
Yeah, I'm speaking generally too. I didn't mean to imply anything that you're saying. I'm just saying, like, it's actually very interesting what these algorithms do to reinforce our belief systems.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then that's kind of nerve-wracking, because it's like, if people see that don't, like, if a young person, for example, saw that video and wasn't aware that white dreads are not really appropriate, then is that something that they don't become aware of? It's just interesting, because you think that with all the knowledge that we have, like, seeing something like that, you would be able to learn that this is not correct or this is correct.
But not a single comment. The comments were like, cute
comment.
Hair. How do you do your hair like that? Cute hair, girly.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Huh?
Well, I'm definitely interested to see what the listeners have for input on this conversation, because different viewpoints are definitely necessary here amongst three white women.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like, I would
definitely.
honestly say, anybody who's not white in the comments, please, let us know what you think about all of this.
We're looking forward to hearing from all six of you. As if we are not in white lesbian algorithm. Let's, as if we are not in our own little bubble right here. Well, we should probably stop. Thank you guys for listening. Chosen Family.
Thank you so much.
Patreon.com/Chosen Family Podcast. Please donate. We had sage crusted ass for dinner tonight. The white sage, the most.
Which didn't do much considering how hungry we've been.
And we slurped up white dreadlocks like noodles. Have a great week, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, ALAYNA Joy, and Mac INGEMI. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever